Hey, I'm Aaron Dicer, movie reviewer here at Your Movie Friend and resident movie optimist at CinemaSins. I recently helped write sins for Jumanji and found myself drowning in how little they cared about game continuity. The ensuing 917-word, 23-sin diatribe was condensed for everyone's sake, but since some were curious about the details, as seen here, and here, I thought I'd go ahead and throw this together for you. So when Alan opens the game for the first time and unintentionally drops the first two pieces on, we don't actually get a great look at the board. But when we do later on after Peter and Judy find it, it reveals that two paths have 36 spaces to win and two of the paths have 32 spaces to win, which means the game actually isn't even fair. Now the game goes fine for a while. Sarah unintentionally rolls a 6 and the board assigns her the rhino to a 36 space path, which leaves her with 30. Then Alan unintentionally rolls a 5, and the elephant moves 5 on a 32-space path, leaving him with 27. Now, after Peter and Judy find the game, Judy rolls a 6, and her alligator piece advances from a 36-space corner, leaving 30 spaces to go. Peter then rolls a 2, and his monkey moves forward on the 32-space corner, leaving 30 to go. Peter rolls again, because he got doubles, and he gets a 5. That frees Alan and also leaves him with 25 to go. Now, at this point, no one can advance any further because they need Sarah to roll. Yet, when we see the board next, Peter's monkey is now on its 10th space instead of its 7th. We now open the game for Sarah, and Peter's monkey is now 5 away from winning. And not only that, but it's on the same path as Judy's alligator. I'm guessing this is an accidental moment where the board got bumped, but still, it's right there. Next, Sarah rolls a 7, which should put her rhino with 23 left to go. Alan then rolls a 5 on one die and an unknown second die, meaning his roll is somewhere between 6 and 11. His elephant then should now be between 16 to 21 spaces away from a win. But when we return, we now see what looks like a 3 was rolled, though we already know at least one die was a 5. And the board now shows Alan's elephant on space 9, even though he only rolled a 5 earlier. I'm guessing the intent here is that he actually did roll a 3 and his elephant already moved, meaning the 5 seen earlier is unintentional. Either way, nothing adds up to its current space of 8. Also, Peter's monkey is now back to space 10, even though it should only be on 5. Then Judy rolls another 6, which should put her with 24 spaces to go. Peter tries to cheat and says he needs 10 spaces to win.
I thought I could end the game myself. I was only 10 spaces away.
Though he's only at space 7 according to the math. Though we don't hear how many spaces he goes back, we can clearly see here that his monkey is back to square one with 32 spaces left. When they open the game back up, somehow Sarah's rhino is now just 10 spaces away from finishing. Last we left her, she should have had 23 left after a 7 and 6. And then Judy says,
Sarah, if you roll a 12, you win.
But according to the board we're actually looking at, she only needs 10 to win. And if you look at the math, she still needs 23. Then Sarah rolls a 3. In the real world, she would still need 20 more. But on the board, her rhino is now the actual 12 away that they stated earlier. Except as the rain starts to fall, a quick count of it now puts her rhino 15 away. Did it move 3 backwards? Alan then rolls a 7, which, taking into account his mystery roll, puts his elephant anywhere from 9 to 14 spaces away, or 17 spaces away if you believe the contradictory roll of 3 that we also saw earlier. But as we pan to the board, he moves to within 3 spaces of winning. Next, as Judy slides the board, we see that Sarah's rhino is now 7 slots away, when it should be 20 according to math, and 9 or 15 according to the previous board positions we've seen. Next, Judy rolls a 7, which should put her alligator at 19 and leave her with 17 spaces to go. Flash to the board to see Judy's alligator moving the wrong direction, from at least 12 places further than she should have been in the first place. As Peter rolls his 4, we now see that Alan's elephant is 4 slots away from winning, instead of 3 according to the most recent board position, and somewhere between 9 and 17 according to the math. As the house splits, we can barely make out that Sarah mouth rolled what looks like a 6. Not that it matters, as her piece should still be 14 spaces away according to the math. So as we come to the end and Alan's final roll lands and totals 3, instead of finishing the game, he should still be short of the goal by at least 6, depending on his mystery roll. Meaning Alan is shot and therefore cannot roll again, and with none of the other players even within rolling distance of the finish, we're all doomed to live in the Jumanji reality forever. Enjoy Death by Giant Mosquito Plague, everyone!